It's a bad feeling. Yes, you're back. It's been another week and it's that Friday feeling. You can tell that because I've got it written on my back. Yes, today we're going to carry on with a beautiful Spitfire. Oh yes we are. I even got this little hat sent to me. Look at this. A real RAF hat. Doesn't fit me too good because I've got a bit of a big head. But nevertheless, it's in the hangar. So, what are we going to do today? We are going to play around with the wings again. Yes. And he said, oh Chris, you're not finished. No, 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 no. Ho, 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 ho. Christmas is upon us. Ho, ho, ho. We're going to cut holes by popular demand from last week's show. On the descriptions you said, cut the holes, Chris. But maybe not in the wing this time. Yes, wrong holes. I still haven't done that. Look, I still haven't fitted it. They've still got holes. Air vents. So I'm going to cut some holes out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I think I've got to do them with the dremel. So we're going to tape them up. Now I'm going to stick you to the overhead cam, and see if we can get it out of focus so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll play around with the wing, and hopefully we'll have enough time to cut some circles and get the wing sort of like ready. I've got some stuff. I've got some paint as well from somewhere. Not sure where I'll put it now, but I've got some Tamira weathering. Yes, weathering. Ian told me. Thank you, Ian. He said get some Tamira weathering. So I did. Welcome to the overhead cam. Yes, we're back to the overhead cam. Here we go. There's a bit of Tamira. I think it's probably the right way up. I don't know. There's a bit of Tamira. Now this one's oil stain. They're a bit like eyeshadow. Only at the weekends normally, but you know. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have a little play about. Right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna make some holes at the back. I'm gonna try and do this. This is kind of like a bit precarious, but anyway, I've got this line tape. It's quite good for making lines. Basically, it's sticky stuff. So what I thought I'd do is that I thought I would like outline it first and then Dremel. So I think what we'll do, we'll do one, and then we'll you know, let you have a break and I'll do it. So what I want to do, I want to go around the edge. I should have brought my tweezers actually. They're on the other side of the hanger. Because basically, let's see, that's not. I've got to try and be careful to get this in line. This is great. This is really sticky stuff. It's just basically like a line tape that you'd use on a car. So if you're not careful, you can bend it. So then you end up like with a waggly wiggly wag. But my idea with this is that, you know, if I cut it out so it's like right next to the edge, it's going to be a bit wobbly and I'd have to put some sort of bracing inside anyway. So I thought, well, this would be a lot easier to try to cut with the Dremel, hopefully. Just seeing little pimples out there, so that's going to be fun to try and cut out. Anyway, to Dremel it out, and then you've got the stability of that width the whole way around. That's the method of my madness anyway. Whether it's going to work or not, who knows? But we're going to give it a go. What's the worst? Oh my god! What's the worst that can happen? Yes, it could be completely broken forever. But we got to give these things a go, don't you think? So what I'll do is that I won't try and do a flashy one. I can always do that maybe afterwards or something. You know, I should really get my tweezers and I can see them. Oh, I did. I got them. See, I pre-thought it. I said to myself, can you see what I'm doing? There you go. I'm going to bring it back. Oh, golly gosh. Can't do this twice. There we go. I did preempt that I would need my tweezers. For once, I've actually got myself half ready. So, yes. Almost Christmas. Yes, it is. We're about another week away from Christmas. So, I hope everyone's going to have... if you don't celebrate Christmas and you only celebrate holidays, then... hey, holidays are coming. As the Coca-Cola advert says, not sponsored by them, of course. Holidays are coming. Right, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is on this side there, I could, he says, I could do it so it fits on here. This is so laborious, I know, for you guys and girls. But, you know, maybe if I do that at the angle of the dangle and do it like a nice straight, would that look crap? I don't know. I mean, it's about, so basically I'm just bringing this so it's the end of the intake or extake, but it's just a little knobbly thing there, which is really annoying. I suppose I could clean it up a bit afterwards. I think I'm reading too much into it. You know, they can file these down and I can spend some time. I'll do it off camera because otherwise you'll just fall asleep. So we probably won't fall asleep, you'll probably go into some other video. How dare you? How very dare you? We're going to do one of these anyway, and I'm not going to waste video, or it's not video, is it, but time. Right, so I bought that kind of right here, but I do want to try and do it roughly the same, otherwise it's going to look really stupid. That is kind of my basis for what I'm going to cut out. So I want to do that to every side. So let's give it a go. Time for some tools. Oh yeah. There's no turning back. There you go. What do you think? What do you think? I don't think that's too bad. I think that's a nice little outlet. I think that's probably. I think all I need to do now is to get like a. What do they call it? A file. My brain. Yeah. I'll get a file and make that a lot neater. As I say, I'm a bit scared because obviously one little jolt of that and suddenly bang, you got it out. But I think that'd be a nice pass through once I file it down to as much as I want it to be, and then inside we can black it out and stuff like that. So there you go. What do you think? There's the hole. Do you like it? Extreme close up. There you go. I think that's quite good, don't you think? I think so. I'm happy with that. That is one down. Yes, the other side's to go. So yeah, I think if you lead me to it rather than having wasting a speed up, and then we can have a little look at that. What do you reckon? Baba! Baba! There you go. It's probably not going to win the world's bestest Spitfire wing intake hole cutting stuff, but that's not bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. I need to get, do you know, like a nail file? Not a nail file. Yeah, it's a nail file, you know, the little stick files. I need to get them just to get a bit more how I like it. And then I'm going to spray black in there. So that's not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. I'm happy with that anyway. I'm glad I listened to you guys and girls and made holes, because you know that's going to look awesome. And obviously where I've left the rim on it, it's pretty sturdy. It's not, you know, okay, it's a bit pushy when you push it. I mean, it's a bit thinner on that side, but I don't think I need to strengthen that. I think that's pretty good. I reckon we should cut some circles here and stick that. What do you think? I think so. I'll tell you what though, this as I say, this tape is great. I'll tell you what, enough gets all everywhere. Alrighty, none of that shenanigans. Let's get some circles and see if we can cut some nice circles out for this, shall we? So here you get the spare sheet of the covering for the actual plane, which is pretty good. So I'm just checking that mic's in. It is. And so we need a circle now. Remember, I bought this spinner accidentally. I'm sure I'll get used to using it on some plane. Perfect size, yes, perfect size. I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to give the round bit a go. Well, what's the worst that can happen? So I've got a new blade in my X-Acto knife with my X-Acto blade, and I'm just going to. This is the perfect thing because I can push down it and keep my fingers away from the blade. And what I'm going to try and do is very, very gently. I'm going to probably get my head in the way of the camera shot. Sorry. Very gently. Try not to cut the aluminium. As he says, with a slither of aluminium. As I say, I'm not the best person to use an X-Acto blade. Cliff Harvey, if you've ever heard of his channel, he is an X-Acto blade master in my book. I'm sure there's many people. Adam Savage, another X-Acto blade master. You know, you get a master of the samurai sword, you get a master of this X-Acto blade master. Bum 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 bum. Yes, so anyway, I'm not. But let's have a look. See if I can get a round one cut out there. What do you think? If I get the X-Acto blade under it, it might just pop up, he says. Oh, bum bum bum. And it doesn't matter if it's not that round. It's round enough for me, if you can see it. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can get this in camera shot? You can just about see it, can't you? There you go. Excuse me. Let's cut the second. This is most gratifying when it works. I'm sure there's a way of... Oh, he moved. I can't do that now. That's the other thing, is trying to do this when I'm talking to you guys. You've got to be professional at that as well. Am I going to get in the shot again, maybe? Are you even in the shot? You are. Just... Oh, he's moved because I'm looking... Oh! That's alright, that's okay. It's good. Yeah, it's quite nice using an X-Acto blade. As long as you can use it. You see there, I mean, this X-Acto blade, I mean, the spinners are only aluminium, or aluminum, as you say over the pond. So it's very easy to the X-Acto, excuse me, the X-Acto blade to cut a sliver. I've got a frog in my throat. What's it doing in my throat? Excuse me. Now, if I get an X-Acto blade, look at that. Alrighty, that's not bad. Now I need to put that in some sort of cellophane, otherwise it's going to get scratched. So let's get the wing. Now, I did say to you that I'm not going to bother filling in the holes because I didn't make those holes. Well, I made the holes, just not the drill hole. You know what I mean. So if I can get my tweezers, I'm not sure where I'll put my silver tweezers, but I've got my black tweezers. Hopefully that will peel off as a circle. Now that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. That's not bad at all, is it? Now if I can get it roughly, I'll be happy. And just move around the outside. There you go. That's not bad, is it? It's not bad. I'm happy with that. That's covered a couple of holes. I'm pretty happy with that. This one's it's still circly. It says if I can get it up. Hey. Come on, people are waiting. burning the hours of the daylight, night time, whatever. Here we go. Circle. Now, my bugbearer is trying to get it exactly right as the other one. So, I reckon I'm going to just tip it towards me so I can see. Come on. Because things like that annoy me when they're not symmetrical. Or symmetrical as they can be. And I think that's not bad. That's not bad at all. There we go. What happened is it was going over a target area. Shrapnel blew up underneath the Spitfire. And it just so happened that the shrapnel was round bits went in the wing. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Well, there you go. Now, if I go into it anymore, it's going to run over 30 minutes, and that's not what we really like to do. The rest of the things I've got on the wing are just putting like the scoop on and bits and pieces. Just a bit of information about the scoop is that when you get the scoop, make sure the area is flat, and then because it's plastic, make sure you put a bit of sandpaper across it to help the glue to adhere. Now, the good glue as well is from my man Western UK. Which is the toughened acrylic adhesive. It's a two-part, kind of like an epoxy, but it's an adhesive. It reminds me of when I was at school making with plastics and bits and pieces. It's kind of freaky. And of course I stick it in my fridge. I can do all my glues. If you stick it in a fridge, it lasts that much longer. So yeah, so make sure you use something like that because it is acrylic kind of, and the surface and everything's not wood. So it helps it adhere a lot better. So I've got to stick the scoop, and I'm not going to make a hole in the scoop because there's no outlet for the air. I'll just probably paint it black. And a couple of bits of plastic, and of course the machine guns that go on the front I'm going to leave to the last minute. About the wheels and the covers of the wheels, I will get round to that. Next week will be the fuselage, and we're going to finish off the fuselage, get the electronics in, and cross fingers. I mean, as it's going to be kind of like a Christmas special, we will probably go a bit longer. And stick it all together, so at least we get a picture of the aeroplane, which would be was it Christmas Eve Friday? I don't know. It's a Friday anyway, and yeah, there's my little system here, my overhead cam, which I actually forgot to take down before I started doing this video, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, listen, unfortunately, a bit of a secret. This is actually Thursday night. It's not. It is the Friday feeling. Don't forget, it's Friday feeling. But this is the Thursday night. The reason I've done this Thursday night and stayed up so late trying to do it is because Friday I was meant to be going flying as well tomorrow, but work has intervened, unfortunately. So, and I'm not going to get back in time, and I didn't want to miss a video. So we're going to do a Thursday night, enjoying that Friday feeling for 2 days, for Thursday and that Friday, because it's all about the Friday feeling, is it not? So the weekend's coming up. If you can get out and fly, and if the weather is, yeah, it's not too bad, which is not too bad in the UK. It's kind of a bit like that. It's pretty cool. Then get out and fly. If you can't, then get in the hangar and repair some models ready for next year, so you'll spit spot. But the best thing to do is keep safe, stay safe, and most of all, have fun. Listen, thanks for popping by to Dad's RC Hangar. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, do all that sort of funky stuff. It helps me a megatons. And hey, see you next week. Ta-ra now. Bye-bye.